Hello everyone, good evening, and welcome aboard your Monster Train morning commute. My name's SlowWolf, and I'm here to go ahead and play the daily with you folks. Or the dailies play the daily for you folks. I'm not sure how many of you play the dailies with me, but if you feel like chugging along with me today, let's go. Let's see if you make different choices than I do. Today, we got Stygian Guard and Awoken in the wrong order. Tethys did good for us last time, but there we go. Things. All cards have an additional upgrade slot is good. Pain Train is a problem, especially for our poor boy here, and Brawl means everybody's a little bit tougher, which is actually good for Tethys, because he could desperately use the help. Awoken does give us access to some pretty sweet tanks, and you know what, Stygian Guard having access to good spells allows the Awoken to have like a tank, and then past that we can focus on getting spells out with our Stygian friend here. Right now, we're past 10 hours, and the highest scores we're seeing are 44,000, which is like a sign. We'll have to see how we do. No one else has played the run on my friends list. Let's go ahead and see what's happening. Now, you might have noticed something different about me. My lighting's better. And as a result, you'll actually be able to see my face. It's softer and all that good stuff. I got a couple of new lights, which is exciting for me at the very least. They're mostly there for miniature photography, which you'll hopefully by tomorrow see miniatures stacked behind me in nice shelves. But for right now, here's where we are. So Talos, the Architect, attacks every turn, and she pushes people back. That one's probably the most annoying one. Fell. Add Scourge Shards to your deck. Cool. And Seraph the Diligent consumes your spells, and oh boy. So we're looking for a way to offset that if we can manage it. Let's see. Please give me Sting spells every turn. No. Shame. Jack Strips here is actually solid since it'll allow us to just kind of focus on one floor at a time. And especially if it's like here, your guys, there's like 15 of them that stack on every floor. I'm like, oh, okay. It's probably fine. Damage spells costing one less actually is pretty solid. I like Frostbite 10. It did some really good work for us in yesterday's daily, actually. It stacks really high, and I hadn't realized how much damage Tethys can do that way. But it's a tough call. I think we're going to go for the Frostbite here, because nothing here costs a whole heck of a lot. And like we're going to be focusing on a lot of healing spells as well, so yeah, this could be interesting. Let's go ahead and see what we do with this first Circle of Hell. Let's see if we can beat 1610. Enemy units enter with armor 10. That kind of offsets Jack Strips a little bit, doesn't it? Just a little. Well, I mean, that's a problem. Yeah, I'm going to use this now. Yeah, I'm going to give him Root Seeds, and yeah, I'll use this. So, yeah, hopefully that's enough Frostbite that actually does something down the line. Train Stewards. 25. It's not enough to kill him. Out you come. You're gonna have to save our bacon today, and we need the Collector. So out that comes. Rough. Oh, now all my Train Stewards show up. This is kind of garbage if I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. You're going to make it to the top, and that's going to hurt. Unless... yeah, that kills you. Okay, that's enough. Now, we did take 1 damage because spikes exist. We're kind of getting our entire floor wrecked here. Up here you're surviving. If only I could attack you in the back. Alright, so, executive decision. We need to kill him to avoid losing points. And we're going to have to rely on spells and Frostbite to get this kill on this guy. He does have Frostbite high, which is a good start. Boom. Okay, good. That was weird. But we managed 1680, so I'm quite pleased about that. And we killed the Collector. You know, we can be happy about it. Most of that. Now, here's a tough question. Do we go for Energy Siphon or Crypt Builder? Crypt Builder pairs so well with Titan's Gratitude, I think it's impossible to say no. And then out of these, Sting. Interesting. Vine Grasp is neat because it actually allows us to attack the people in the back, but doesn't do enough damage. And Sting just kind of offsets it. Glimmer's neat, but it doesn't do enough damage right now unless if we give it the boosts. I think that giving the boosts, though, is worth it. So let's give it a shot, and please give me a tank. The Husk Hermit sort of counts. But I think if these are the options you're giving me, I'm going to take the Animus of Will here. And then we're going to pick the side that allows us to pick up a tank. Well, the Stygians do have tanks. And this is a good one. Okay. Okay. We give this boy his 25 HP, and we like it. Large stone doesn't help. I think strength stone does. We re-roll. Endless would have been nice, but no dice. We'll give you even more HP. That does not bother me. Give you even more damage. That does not bother me. Yeah, solid. Solid. Just really easy for me, I think. Start battling and units appear on each floor. Now, sad part is we forgot they have Brawl. So they're going to survive this first floor really easy, which makes the jack strips just useless. Blocking off this top floor is the most important thing I can do. So that's what I'm going to do. You made it to the top, huh? Haste is a thing. I forgot about that. Alright, so if you come out here, and you come out here, and you're golden. Everything here is dying, but I'd like to, like, you know, reduce the amount of death that's happening to my poor dude here. Holy cow. Man, that just sucks. Can I be on the level with you for a minute? That kind of really hurts. I'd like it if this game decided to stop pulling that garbage. Alright, cool. Alright, so they should be here next turn. Is there a way to, like, at least slow them down a little? Hilariously, this is the best way to do the most damage. Not nearly enough, huh? Alright. So that sucked. But we could have taken... Well, we could have lost more points. At least we're still alive. Now, do we go for a second Crypt Builder? No. At this point, I think it's safe to go Energy Siphon and to start working around our spells. Engraft to be solid. Restoration Detonation is huge. Restoration Detonation with the appropriate spells and upgrades is massive. And now you're giving me an option. I have an $195 reduce. Let's go down this way. Get our Pyre health. Now let's take a look at our shopping list first before I do anything. We have plus 10 magic power and reduction in cost. I think there are some places we could put plus 10 magic power and be very pleased. Crypt Builder is one of them. 100%. Just because it increases the amount of damage we do by a lot. Reducing the cost of Restoration Detonation by 1 is massive. Permafrost is not what I'm looking for. Upgrade spell to remove Consume. It's not bad. Plus 20% magic power. Getting rid of one of the Titan's Gratitudes and just making an absolute nuke of a spell is not bad either. Reducing cost. Titan's Gratitude being free is pretty solid. Removing Consume, though. It's a tough call. Let's go ahead and check our shopping list after we've seen what happens here. Because if they give us a chance of spikes, then we got options. Most Blessed Sword. The Shield. Or just kill a non-boss unit. Huh. Look, I've used the Most Blessed Sword. And it's a powerful AoE damage spell. Like, very powerful. Petrified Skull, though. Just killing a non-boss unit. They're dead. And a story. I honestly think that the Most Blessed Sword is probably the most powerful one. I really like how it just does damage to an entire floor. It doesn't just kill one thing at a time. Let's go for that. Now, we do not want to use it. And I can't upgrade it with that yet. I can't upgrade it with this, though. Interesting. It's a tough call. I think we spend our money on removing a card. In this case, the Train Stewards are not worth anything anymore, really. And 20 magic power and consume... We're not going to want to consume spells that often. So let's just move along. Let's try to save up our money. Alright, Talos. Let's see what we can do against you. I just want to get the distinct feeling this is going to suck, though. Because you attack on your first turn, huh? So that's 16... So you'd have to survive the first 16 points of damage. We can't do that with anybody here. I'm not sure if anybody noticed, but this is kind of trash. I was going to say, please go to a different floor. I'm glad you did. Out you come. Okay. How do I pull this off? I think you go here, and then we're going to try for... No, we need to Titan's Gratitude here. We got very lucky. That was good. I don't suppose anyone else would like to take the front hit, huh? Anybody? Going once, going twice? The pushback here is brutal. Okay, we cannot cast you. We cannot protect Tethys. Like, this is the problem with Knockback Lady. She just does so much. Yeah, I think that this is how we do it. We're not going to cast the Most Blessed Sword. We're just going to have to deal with this. Okay. You can't tank, which means you're dead. Which is atrocious news. That's not enough to kill, so I think we skip that. Glimmer would not help enough. Well, Titan's Gratitude down here, at the very least. Final wave. Brutal, dude. The good news is I can knock you down a peg or two. The bad news is that so many of you are making it to the top right now that it's actually just a little terrifying. We're going to put the Cuddle Hex in behind here. Get a kill there. Does at least some damage. And then we're going to try for this up here. I was hoping against hope, but at least we get to keep the Crypt Builder for next turn, so that's a big deal. Alright, how are you looking like in terms of HP? You're dead. That's how you're looking like. We probably could have done that the other way around and been happy about it, but this is fine. So we lived. That's important. That was a tough fight. That was a tough fight. When they knock back your tank and suddenly your entirely strong backline is exposed, it's a problem. Okay. Awoken's Rail Spike is super powerful. I love it. We're going to just skip all those, and then I would love to have... What? Energy, maybe? I think makes the most sense for us here. We've got a perfectly usable floor right now, and that's fine. We could upgrade our units more. We could remove some cards. We could save our money. Those are all good things for me. So I'm happy to do the list. The litany. The entire chapter book that we ended up just listing off for you folks there. Forging our champion. Yeah, Frostbite 20 sounds pretty good. It's a lot of damage, you know? We could probably use that. Multi-strike, increasing it by 1 would be really cute on, like, the Animus here. But I think for us, just adding the Battlestone to give her a little bit more HP to survive, like sweep and stuff, is important. Giving this guy 120 HP so he just tanks for years, and removing the last of the Train Stewards is a big deal. We could have probably duplicated to get a second sword, but we're not going to worry about that. One sword is probably enough. At the start of the battle, enemy units appear on each floor. Well, we got jack strips. Shame that they do jack all. Yuck! Oh, these guys hurt, too. How are we going to do this? 777, that's 21. We could put you out here with Tethys in behind and then kill one. Does that save you? Barely. Give you some regen while we're at it. Where's my dude? Thank you. Holy cow, that was close. Okay, immediately give her some root seeds. We are not using the Blessed Sword. And it is a very good thing that we have the benefits when we do. We could just give you a big boost there for free. Nice. Now, with all this mana I've got, it would be a shame if I didn't spend it on something. And lo and behold, we spent it. It was on something. I'll take it for what it's worth. Here. Oh, wiped the floor. Nicely done. Toss that out there for free, and then, like, easy floor. That's all right. I'm happy to just give you some more HP, friend. Root seeds on you, because it's just good times. Okay, now how are we doing on this floor? Are we killing them fast enough? Yeah, actually we are. Boom, no problem. Toss that out there. Hey, might as well. We can cast everything on this floor. Our Animus is doing excellent work. No worries. No worries at all. Yeah, we're going to go ham up here, and then I'm going to attempt to get lucky down here. Hey, it worked! Boy's on his own now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and spell siphon him, energy siphon him. We're just going to heal up here, get the bonuses where we can, get this guy out of my deck, and then freeze the Titan's Gratitude. I don't mind. Okay, not the card we were looking for, sadly. Now, he's still super dead, which is fine, and I should really just remember, hey, if it's dead, don't touch it. But it's always entertaining to play cards, that's why we play this game. Alright, we're getting kills. We're getting through. Unnamed Tome would be better in other decks. Drain is fine. Applying Dazed is huge. Though it comes with some pretty significant downsides. I think we skip in this case just for the money. And then out of these, Pyre Shards has a lot going for it. Just because like we apply that to our tank and suddenly, you know, it's a lot of decent damage. We don't have any other like synergies with it, but it's fine. And now now spells with Purge have Consume instead. So now we can actually cast our sword, which is good. Now, do we go down there and double it? Or do we continue to upgrade our creatures? It's a tough call. But doubling a card that we want, removing 2 cards we don't want, and as far as cards I don't want go, like the Frozen Lances are not doing a lot for me. So I think we go down this way, we bank up. We try to see what else we can do. So what do I want to do here? I would like to, like, Glimmer, sadly, is just not cutting it. Now that we have Most Blessed Sword, we don't need it. And then out of everything else that's left, Cuddle Hex. Cuddle Hex at least does something if it's on a different floor. It's the Frozen Lances that make me the saddest, because they just eat up spell weakness where you don't want it to. As for the Hellvent, I don't mind a second Crypt Builder. I really don't. But, Most Blessed Sword. Or Woken's Rail Spike. It's a tough call, man. I'm trying to make hard choices. Okay, let's think about this carefully. How many Crypt Builders do we need? Well, we need one on the turn that we need it. Really? We would like to be able to discard one every turn, right? Okay. Awoken's Rail Spike is just good. Like, if you're at, you know what? When in doubt, duplicate Awoken Rail Spike. Non-boss enemies get multi-strike, please. Try me out another day. I'm currently in the middle of my power hour. Oh, wait. Shit. I forgot, what was the boss? I don't think it was Stealth Man. But this is a situation where we kind of have to set it up like so. Because they have stealth, so that's a problem. You're down here. Okay, so I think we Titan Sentry. Tough call. We just need 1 energy to make this work. So I'd like to set up a little bit. Yeah. I'll take it. It's fine. I don't mind wasting a turn, effectively. We probably could have set these guys up on the second floor, but I just wasn't sure. Okay, set you up like this. The Cuddle Hex cannot fit on any floors now because we set up on the wrong floor. It happens. Put that out there. Might as well put you out there. Cool. Now, how are we looking up here? Pretty golden, actually. Don't mind if I Awoken Rail Spike for 4. Okay, that hit 2 spells. Excellent news. That's perfect. What else did I want in my life, huh? Yeah, let's go ahead and set you up there. Remove 1 of you guys. Whoa! Okay, no, never mind. I'll just remove 2 of you from existence. It's fine. Okay, you're hurt. Not anymore. We have enough energy now at this point that we can actually set up pretty much whatever we want, wherever we want, which is nice. Nice. Okay, good. It is lifesteal lifesteal jerkwad McFace dum-dum. He does sweep as well, which is a problem. I have to keep you alive then. I think we awoken rail spikes if we get lucky. We sort of did and didn't. I'll just get that done and out there because I can. Double root seeds this one. Hope we freeze the correct one. We did not. That's fine. Toss out one of those. Toss out one of those for a decent amount of damage. And now we can actually start doing some damage to the front lines here, which is fine. I'm happy to go ahead and do this and this here for right now. Use this here. Restoration detonation isn't going to do anything. Okay, probably should have just frozen the card. Toss one of those out there. Toss one of these out there. Toss this. Do I have the mana to make this happen? Heck yeah, I do. Boom! You're dead, sucker! Look, he's only barely dead, though. But I will take barely dead. Okay, root split mask. What do you do again? Apply root to enemy units when they enter the flow below the pyro room. It does allow us 2 turns to effectively deal with whoever's there. I could use the safety on that front. I'm okay with that. Skip these. Now we have a ton of money, which is great. Edge Prior would be better if we had an extra slot on the floor. As it is right now, we don't. Ensnare would be great in some instances. It is not in this case. We do not mind deploying upstairs in order to get the things that we need. Now we have a ton of money. Most of our creatures that we like are already upgraded. So this is an excellent opportunity for us to go this way. Removing... probably the remaining 2 Frozen Lances in an effort to try to make sure that all of our spells are always useful. Hurzel's Horde. Sting spells get plus 20 magic power. Cute. At least that has a little bit more play than your average thing. Volatile Gauge is interesting. It is interesting because we are getting more energy. Several of the spells either cost less or cost nothing or cost lots. It does allow us to draw more cards. That's a non-champion, so we always get to put out Tethys. With access to the Awoken Rail Spike to make it a bit easier, I think that Volatile Gauge actually has a place in our deck. We roll to see if we find anything else interesting. Sap Tap. I think honestly we hold on to our money for now. And now we deal with Fel. This is going to be harsh. What I just did probably will cost us the run if it does anything else. Other than help, I mean. The Volatile Gauge we just picked up probably will cost us the run. Because now, every time she pops up, she's just like, hi! This costs $1 million! Now, the good news is, I got just enough to do that. Remove these, and only take 5 damage to our Pyre. Now, it'll be back, but now we don't have to worry about more of them coming back, so that's fine. Okay, put out the Spike Shards. I think that's worthwhile. You do damage, huh? You also deal damage? Highly rude. I think we remove one of those for a later turn. Bro! You cost 2. And you cost 3! Rude. Okay, at least I can remove you and be relatively happy about it. The rest of you are a problem. Now I can put the Cuddle Hex here. I mean, everything out here at least is dying. Yeah, you kind of had to hope. Okay, so we do the same stupid thing again. But this time we can remove it. Do this. Hey, that made a couple things cost less this time around. Pop out one of those. Put out Titan's Gratitude for free. Tough world, dude. Yeah, if I could sell this card, I think I would. Sorry, this relic, I think I would. Restoration Detonation here is a good call. Vulcan's Rail Spike. Oh, come on. Alright, it's fine. We still got another restoration detonation out of it, which is like a great way to at least heal up a little bit. We can kill him this way, and we take another 5 damage from this. Like, the volatile gauge is kind of biting me right in the fluff. Way harder than I would have liked it to. We have to use restoration detonation here. I think it would be irresponsible not to use this on this character. And then just put all of our damage into her as much as possible here. Yep, you exist. Congratulations. Please remove yourself from my deck. Okay. Restoration detonation. We got 2 mana. Alright, well, in case this doesn't discard the correct card, we do have access to this at least, which allows us for an easy kill. Final wave. I think we can kill her. Boy's gonna take some luck. Okay, it would be irresponsible not to. 25 damage won't be enough to kill her. So let's go ahead and do this. Get some extra cards for next turn. You are frostbitten to heck and back. You should be dead. Yeah, okay, good. Good, at least we got that far along. Volatile Gauge has absolutely bit us in the butt. Without access to multiple means to reduce cost, we are in a rough spot. And it's all my fault. I will own that. Spreading Spores would be great in another situation. Interesting idea. We go for this, but I think we need to go for energy now. Since we have card draw covered, energy's kind of our key. We go left in this case because we want to really upgrade our spells. And as far as spells we can remove, the Titan's Gratitude that is more expensive can go. And one of the Root Seeds can go at this point as well. We're kind of being merciless with our removals here, but I think that that's worth it. We can reduce the cost of damage spells on the floor by 1, which effectively just means that everything that's Crypt Builder, Blessed Sword, or Titan's Gratitude, that's it. Those are the 3. We'll at least get a benefit. And, no, you're a healing spell. You're not a damage spell, so you won't get the minus benefit. But this does help. I think that the Frostbite 40 helps more against bosses. And creatures and such. I think we kind of have to. We've already sunk most of our hope into this idea. Let's continue with it. 20 magic power and consume is not what we're looking for. Reducing the cost of something by 1 kind of is. And permafrost is a tough call. I think that we can happily reduce the cost of Awoken Railspike by 1. We can upgrade a spell to have permafrost relatively happily. Now, if you could just double stack, huh? Okay. I was hoping for something a little bit less ridiculous, but Spike's 8, cute. Spell Weakness 2, I think, has our best benefits in mind. Reduce the cost of the other Woken Railspike. And then increase the magic power damage of Crypt Builder by 10 or Restoration Detonation, which effectively has attunement, but it also allows us to, you know, heal people pretty well. Which is going to be integral to our survival, is my feeling here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to save our money. We don't really need to purge any more cards, as nice as it is. Our deck is already quite thin, considering the kind of boss we're up against, and we only have a finite number of spells that we want to be using repeatedly. Bit of a yikes from me, dog. So up here is our first stop. We have to put everybody up here, all aboard. How do we do this one, huh? I think we happily do this. We gas this out because we can. And more importantly, we use this to cleave through this floor, removing their ability to hurt me for a turn. Okay, uh-oh, happened down there. Not what we were looking for. If you could just set yourself up here, that'd be excellent. We have 2 energy left. It's an almost perfect amount for this. I say almost. The Awoken Railspikes aren't going to do enough. But we do have a Permafrost for next turn. What's left in the deck? Nothing helpful to hit with, so oops. Restoration Detonation. Cool. Energy Siphon. Cool. Pyre Shards. Cool. And then we sit on this. There's 1 card left in the deck. I see a problem. Does anybody else see it? I do. Well, it's Rail Spike. It's just going to hit one thing at a time, huh? Hot. The hottest. It's going to draw us 5 cards, none of which we can use. Alright, so we have to do it like this, huh? Okay, you're dying. It's great news. You get this bonus. Use Restoration Detonation to really put you down. Awoken Rail Spike isn't going to help. We draw too many cards for it to be useful. Yeah, the Volatile Gauge just kind of kicked us in the teeth, sadly. I really was hoping I could make it work, and instead, made a mockery. A mockery. Yeah, we kind of need to use this down here. The good news is we're drawing our entire deck every turn. The bad news is we're not going to draw anything useful on turns where we absolutely need to draw something useful most of the time. We're going to go ahead and do this now just to get it up and running. Perfect. This does allow us to Energy Siphon again, which is good. Restoration Detonation here is handy. Now, if I could guarantee hitting you with the hammer, I would. But that's not what happened, so let's do it this way. Now if I hit with the hammer, it does a ton of damage, which we like. We're going to keep healing you, keep giving you bonuses. And just for shits and giggles, Titan's Gratitude. Alright, now it's your turn to die. How do I know this? Because I just pulled the greatest move in all history. Oh yeah, dude's toast. We managed to stop taking points on our pyre, which is important. Are we going to get 44,000 points? No. No. But hey, we can still do something here. And Graft doesn't help as much as I'd like it to. None of this does, sadly. Although Awake now actually has a place in the deck because of the fact that it's a 3-cost card. And Volatile Gauge does not care. Okay, tough call. We need to make sure that our creatures are as strong as possible. Sadly, they're already as strong as they can possibly be. It's not good enough. The other option is we can go ahead and get a couple of bonuses to some of our spells. Let's go for it. Please get a Remove Consume. Upgrade a spell to gain double stack. I hate everything. Hell, if I put it on you, you'll cost like a minimum of 2. At least that's something. We don't want to consume more spells than we have to, and making you here cost 1 less would be handy. Okay, cool. Reroll, please, something good. Oh, come on. Okay, so holdover would normally be great. But the chances of us actually getting our spells to do what we need them to do is tough. I think that Energy Siphon has the best bet to make it work for as long as possible, but we're in a very, very spotty situation. And if, you know what, I was going to say if you already had Consume, I might as well give you the plus 20, but it's not entirely how this works. Titan's Gratitude, yikes, dude. Alright, remove cards, like the Coddle Hex. Keeps popping up and making me sad, and then like Root Seeds, I guess. Probably the Wildwood Sap would have been a better pick here. Plus 2 stacks of Frostbite each time it's applied, and it does not decay is huge. All right, let's see what we can do with a relatively strong core and a very fragile spell base. It's not where we want to be. I need 1 energy to do what I want to do down here. And so I was hoping. Ouch. Alright, please. So out he comes. We have to play these 2 now before it's too late. Restoration Detonation here does do some damage. And that was consumed. So, that was fast. Pyre Shards here does sort of help. Alrighty. You're kidding me. How did you get in there? Oh, because you were always in my deck. Right, that's a thing. And he costs 3, which is just wacky and wild. It's only 1 damage. We only have a couple of cards in our deck. So here's what we need to do. We'll remove one of them, for sure. If we remove both, that allows us to Awoken Rail Spike relatively free of charge. Look at that. Energy Siphon this boy. Okay, both these at least cost 1 this time. Out of these, I'd like the Root Seeds to go away. Find another one of these. Get a big ol' heal, and we probably should have done that on that guy up there. It's fine. Yikes. Okay, so we can remove that for free of charge. Energy Siphon I'd like to keep around for a little bit longer. You might as well go out and consume first. There's no cards left in the draw pile. So will this actually, like, work for once? Nope! Not even close. Alright, well that's a suck. Can't cast that first. Cannot cast that first. Okay. I was gonna say, thank goodness that worked the way I had anticipated, but... There goes another 1 damage. And at least our shark is still alive. He needs to be. Okay, now we're gonna lose that. Okay, we're gonna avoid taking more damage than we have to. Final wave. This is the final time that'll matter. We applied as much frostbite as we could. 127 is not as much as I would have liked. Do we win or do we lose? We probably just lost. Nope! We win with 32,000 points. Look, I'll take a win at this point because I thought for sure we were dead. Our deck got thrashed. We went for the wrong deck archetype. We should have known not to go for spells, but I was like, you know, maybe some way to get stings on a repeat basis will crawl up. Nah, dog. Alright, so how'd you get first place, my friend? Frostbite 40, Coddle, Hex, Husk, Hermit with extras. Cool. Titan Sentry, same as mine. The difference here was spreading spores. And I can absolutely see that now. Spreading spores, being able to toss out there, would have been able to eat the card every time. Trader's Quill would really help with the damage. And you went for the correct relic at the beginning. Getting 7 on the first turn of battle meant that you could go for the Volatile Gauge if you wanted to, and you didn't, which was also a good plan. I don't know why I picked that card up. That relic up. It made the Awoken Rail Spike completely useless. Regardless, we barely survived. We managed to come out of our mistakes with a win. This is going to go ahead and continue to back up my thesis that Volatile Gauge is not a good relic under the vast majority of situations. Thanks for watching. I hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. Make sure to read the daily conditions before you go out on the road. In this case, Brawl plus Jack Strips is useless. Like, just don't get Jack Strips at the beginning of the run. And yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications when these videos go live. Comment below and let me know how you did in today's daily if you decided to play. And I'll see you folks next time. Bye for now.